So I think you'd need to be, sleeping under a rock not to have felt the wave of movement around gender and particularly around female gender, and how the world needs to catch up with how that is being represented in all forms and all walks of life, but particularly within advertising. Women are obviously a huge consumer base as well. So up to 85% of purchasing decisions in most categories are made by women, and 66% of them are switching off content that they say do not reflect them, do not reflect what they're about, and do not reflect the fullness of them as individuals and as people. So, I think as brand builders, as advertisers, as business owners, we have to listen to our consumer base, and they are telling us that we need to catch up with the real world in how they are being portrayed. About 18 months ago, Diageo said, you know what, we're going to take a look at all of our work across all of our brands globally and assess where we are and what we need to do to make sure that we are showing a more progressive view of gender in all of the work we're creating. So we also conducted an 8-market study to really understand the different cultural nuances of gender and what a progressive view of gender would look like in each of those cultures, and that was fascinating. So although there were global differences in how gender is thought about in different cultures, what was clear and what was consistent was that there's an appetite for change. And women are saying, now is the time that we want to see ourselves represented as full, whole individuals in our work. So based on that, we created a framework, a very simple, practical framework to help uncover unconscious bias when we're making and creative work. And we've rolled that out to all of our marketing community across the world, but actually to all of our agencies as well. And we've been sharing it at events such as the one I'm speaking at here today, to really make sure that we're providing simple tools, simple frameworks that help people, really surface their unconscious bias and make a more conscious decision about whether the work they're making is progressive or not.